like to start off by taking a moment of silence for everyone who's ever ghosted me. Now, it was definitely my fault. For example, I matched with this guy on Tinder a couple weeks ago, and he messaged me right off the bat, head, question mark. So I, me of marginally sound mind, sent back the only reasonable reply, shoulders, question mark. I mean, what was I supposed to send back? Knees and toes? That's how I wound up with another foot fetish on my hands. Or rather, feet. Now, honestly, it's kind of a miracle that I can even talk to somebody I'm interested after the sex talk my parents gave me. Now, to clarify, my parents are very, very Christian. So my sex talk went something along the lines of, if you have sex, you will get pregnant, and God will send you to hell. Now, it's a scarring on a young girl. After I graduated, though, I moved to Dallas because I hate myself. And when I was there, I learned they have this school referred to only as the pharmacy. Anyway, so a couple years back, the senior class rented out the entire floor of a hotel room on prom night. Opioid money can do that shit. It gets worse. So, they rented out the entire hotel room floor, and the girls each took a bed. The guys went from room to room, going from girl to girl in a weird game of sexual musical chairs. Resulting from that night were 3 pregnancy scares, 7 expulsions, and a class-wide case of chlamydia. Yeah. I don't know if this is a normal high school experience. I went to school in Fargo, North Dakota. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Fargo. Have you seen the movie Fargo? It's nothing like that. So Fargo is actually the biggest city in the state. There's about 120,000 people. It is surrounded by farms, and there is absolutely nothing to do. Now, what this meant for me is I spent many of my formative years sitting in parking lots with my friends. What this meant for my classmates is there was a sudden spike in pregnancy at about age 16. Clearly my high school classmates had a much better experience than I did. You know, honestly, it's probably for the best though, because I fucking hate children. I hate their grubby little hands, their sticky little faces, I hate all of it. Now, like any good Midwestern housewife in training, I used to have to work in a nursery. Now, I don't know if you can tell, I have some freckles. This little girl came up to me one day, she goes, Adrien, why do you have spots on your arms and your face? So I turn to her and I go, oh, sweetheart, they're souls. I stole them to feed my life force, and if you're not good, I will steal yours too. Needless to say, I was asked never to return to the nursery. I mean, right? So a few years back, I went to Oklahoma. Not because I wanted to, just because sometimes I find myself doing things. Anyway, before I proceed, there are 3 things you need to know. First, it was 98 degrees that day. Second, I was wearing a romper that covered more than most sundresses do. Third, Oklahoma is a weird-ass place. Anyway, they're in the store. This woman comes up to me and she goes, excuse me, miss, but I think you better cover up. Don't want you tempting our menfolk. So I turn back to her and I go, excuse me, miss, but have you seen me? Your menfolk aren't interested. And walked away. Thank you so much.